Right, it's your brother Philip. Let me quickly say what I want to say. My observation that some pastors or those who are supposed to be men of God play in their role when something tangible is coming to this country. Let me start all the way 2015 during 2015 presidential election between President Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari. There was one man that stood out negatively that time. That is Reverend Mbaka. Now, I want to call name and explain why. Because during the time of President Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari, now Mbaka was the one who led the face of almost the Catholic, the adoration ministry, how he campaigned zealously against President Goodluck Jonathan, how he stood, condemning the presidency of Goodluck Jonathan, how he called Buhari a messiah, that he used his mouth and called Buhari a messiah, that Buhari was the one to save Nigeria. Now, in doing so, he swayed the heart of many Christians in supporting Buhari back then. He condemned Jonathan without giving Jonathan a breathing space. Now, right? So he stood and was campaigning how there was so much bloodshed under Jonathan. Then when Buhari won, I never saw him condemn Buhari one single time, the same way he did against Jonathan. Sorry, this video might be long. Then again, under Tinubu, he has been silent. He has not led any crowd. He has not led any protest. He has not campaigned zealously the way he did against Jonathan. He swayed the heart of many Christians because many of them believed him. Of course, then I was tackling him anyway on basis of why will he even call Buhari a messiah, where Bible say call no man messiah. I don't know all those things. So I was against him then, so I was not surprised. Now, there is another pastor. I didn't bother to know this one. I don't care about his name because his name to me is so irrelevant. This same man doing presidency 2023 presidential election between P2B and the Tinubu. This man that was saying I will never be a Yoruba boy, and I suppose that is what is a pastor or white garment something. Yeah, the video was that I will never be a Yoruba boy and support an Igbo man. You see, someone who is supposed to be a pastor, I don't know what he's teaching his members. Anyway, I blame his members who are so gullible and who, sorry I have to use this word, who are so stupid to be there even till this time. I'm surprised that he still has members. That is to show you that many Christians don't know what they are doing. Because if you know what you are doing, a man of God who comes out to speak like that I will never ever be a Yoruba boy to vote in when you choose tribe over competency, when you choose, who is qualified over, when you choose who is not qualified over who is qualified because he's from your tribe, of course, you don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you're doing. Now, why am I even making this video? Because now Trump said that he is coming to Nigeria if this Islamist, terrorist Islam, it doesn't stop the killing of Christians and people in Nigeria, both men and women in Nigeria, that they are coming to neutralize the terrorists. Now again, another man, this young man, Femi Lazarus, of course, is a young pastor who is doing well for himself, has come out to say that Trump and America are coming to attack Nigerians and to take our resources. Now ask him which resources is he talking about. You see, whenever something wants to happen, there are some men or pastors, let me not call them men of God because God does not know many of them anyway. There are some of them who always play a role in always twisting the narrative because of their selfish interest, because maybe their tribe person is in power, or maybe because of the favor or political gain or the favor they seek, they change the narrative. Now, how can a pastor be saying that Trump is coming to steal your mineral resources of the ones we don't know or are not accounted for is from Zamfara, the gold, the copanium, the highest selling mineral resources in the whole world, which is called Capernaum right now, which is not being accounted for. The insecurities that happen all over Nigeria, that we should be happy to say, come, Trump. And a man of God, Pastor Femi Lazarus, is there, telling his member, see, be careful. Seriously, you have to be careful who you call man of God. That a man preaches well and talks eloquently, it doesn't mean that they know God, or it doesn't mean that God must have called many of them. Be careful in a phase or in a time we are facing crisis like this, and someone has volunteered to send help, and I say he's coming to steal your resources, trying to change again the narrative of what is happening, to deceive the Christian thinking, or to deceive your members and Nigerian thinking that America wants to come and fight Nigeria. Why the world was specific terrorism? Why are people trying to defend or change the narrative of what is happening? To steal your resources. And at the end of the day, many gullible people who do not understand the situation will believe in what many of these pastors say. And at the end of the day, the narrative will change, and they have ended up deceiving many people. So this is what I want to say. Be careful the way you listen to some people. If it doesn't matter if God is using the person, but at a particular time, if what the person is saying is in contrary of the truth and of the reality, always question what some of them say at the end of the day, so you will not be deceived. Just like we have been the Catholic and those who follow Pastor Mbaka were deceived then, just like those members of that the members of that man, that church, whatever he said, I will never be a Yoruba boy and vote for Igbo man. Now, just like Pastor Femi is saying again, be careful who you listen to. Nigeria needs a change, and all the killings in Nigeria need to stop. Now, if we have outside help that is coming or has volunteered to help, of course we should embrace it. Only people who should be concerned are the terrorists. I don't care if they're in power, I don't care if they're Christian, I don't care if they're Muslim, I don't care if they're atheists, but anyone that is worried or bothered about what is to be, just know the person is an enemy of Nigeria. I stand with Nigeria, and I stand with anything that will make the killing stop in Nigeria. That is all. It's still your brother Philip. Do remain blessed.